It is horribly unfortunate, the contempt that has been built up between organic, humane, sustainable, regenerative farm industry and the industrialized, commoditized, centralized farm industry. They just don't like each other, and there's reasons for it, and I'll explain it to you. But it's a shame because they're marketing to two different markets. But there is contempt, and I don't think it's going to get any better. And here's where it comes from. First, I'll tell you, I have been accused of defaming big agriculture. We can just call it big ag. And that's right, I did. I didn't want to. This story I'm going to tell you is kind of like two 10-year-old, 12-year-old boys on the playground. He hit me first. No, he didn't. He hit me first. No, he didn't. That's the way this thing has evolved. So what happens is I raise primarily animals, meat and poultry, in a way that costs more to produce them. When you give up the tools, when I gave up the tools that science gave me to take cost out of production, I added cost back to production. That's the way that works. Those tools are things like synthetic fertilizer, pesticides, GMOs, confinement feeding, subtherapeutic antibiotics, performance-enhancing hormones, those kind of things. Science, over 70 years with billions of dollars in investments, developed those tools to take cost out of production. I sell to a segment of the market that doesn't want those used. It adds cost back to my production. Those people are willing to pay it. And I have an industry is formed, a business is formed. When I say me, I mean me and others like me. So in marketing my products, I tell people how I do it. Yes, my beef costs 30% more than industrial grain-fed beef. Here's why. It costs me this much more to do it. My poultry costs 200 and something% more than industrial poultry. I'm unapologetic. Here's why. It costs me more. It's inefficient. I gave up those tools. Well, when I make those explanations, big agribusiness, I use the term greenwashers. They start using words to describe their production practice. They didn't change the practice much, they just changed the words, and it degrades what I do. They say things like no cage broilers. Well, 23,000 of them in one house. You're right, there's no cage in there. There's 23,000 birds in one house. You've seen how mine are. They're out walking in the pasture. When they say there's no cages involved, it degrades what I do. It makes the consumer think, well, that's the same thing. Why is it 250% more? And we can go down the list with other greenwashing type wordsmithing marketing tools that big agribusiness uses. And my defense for that is to educate the consumer. And what I say is, no, see, they've got these big buildings and there's 23,000 birds in there. And one guy can handle a large number of houses. I got 20 guys out there feeding and watering and moving essentially 3 houses worth of birds. So that's how it all gets started, and it's really unfortunate, and I hate to be part of it, but I will not have my production demeaned by some executive advertising person that knows how to talk about what they do. My weapon is, come look. Come to White Oak Pastures. I got some cabins where you can spend the night, and I got a restaurant on the farm you can eat, and you can go and look and see how we do.